Yo guys, it's Joe. You know what it is. You know how we do. Welcome back to another reaction video. So today, I reacted to a music video. I reacted to Belle Delphine. But today, I'm going to be reacting to a little channel that, you're probably familiar with. Jubilee. Jubilee. They do amazing content on Jubilee. And I thought, hey, I'm probably going to be reacting to a lot of videos from them. So here we are. This one we're going to be reacting to is reading a stranger's most sorrowful moments, and I'm looking at the thumbnail and it says, I ate my daughter's ashes. Well, let's get straight into it, innit?
Everything changes.
I picked up my daughter's ashes from the funeral. I went home and ate some of them.
I thought they were joking. So early, we are 5 seconds in. Is that sorrowful? You ate your daughter's ashes. Rah, that's deep, People from all over the world anonymously submitted secrets about their most sorrowful moments. Okay. Wait. My dad died from a heart attack after I attempted suicide. I was pressured into an abortion. I hate the way I look. My boyfriend took my virginity, then broke up with me. My best friend told me to kill myself. I was raped in college. Oh, rah. This is a lot deeper than I thought. Yo, I was gonna try and make jokes, but to be honest though, eating your daughter's ashes, like, I mean, we then invited strangers to read those secrets aloud. Yo, Jubilee are inventive, They be doing mad things. Alright.
I found one of my old suicide notes in my father's office. He knew that I had suicidal tendencies, but never talked to me about it or changed his abusive behavior.
So what? He knew that I had suicidal tendencies, but never talked to me about it or changed his abusive behavior. So he still carried on treating you the same way, even though you knew you were prone to feeling that sort of way. Yo, people are trash, man. People are trash. Keep saying that, man. People are trash, bro. They're trash. People, they be trash. They be trash.
My biggest heartbreak was when my father passed away from cardiac arrest from shoveling the driveway after I was taken in an ambulance for my suicide attempt.
You see, people be trash. You attempted to take your life and it took your dad's life. Try and live a happy life. It's hard when you're in that situation, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down, feeling sorrow, but sometimes, man, it's not worth it. You end up causing more harm to the people around you than you do yourself. You know what I mean?
I am dating 4 guys simultaneously to cope with my heartbreak that happened 5 years back.
You what?
I recognize it is wrong, but don't feel guilty about it.
People are broken. People, they're broken. It's hard to, especially when it's something so major that's happened in your life, like a big milestone that's happened, and then like, you develop terrible habits that, that you carry along with you. And in this case, she felt like that's the way to take, to go about it. And people are trash. People trash. I've been saying.
That's crazy, 4 guys.
4 guys.
Some kids in my class formed a WhatsApp hate group of my name a year back. I recently found out that my best friend is also a member in it.
People trash. people trash, bro. They trash. Been saying, people are trash. How the hell is your best friend a part of? That's not your best friend, is it? Yo, shit though. A whole hate group? Yo, like, make a hate group of me. Damn, you have nothing to be doing with your lives apart from hating on me. Yo, shit, that's a privilege. That's a privilege. There was one time, I was with some friends, they were asking, they said, Joe, hey, would you like to, would you invite your enemy to your funeral? I said, bitch, yes. Come to my funeral. What? My enemy, come to my funeral, please. You're gonna feel some kind of way. Like, you hate me to the point, like, you call me an enemy, you detest me. Rah, if I die, you're gonna feel some kind of way. That's facts. You are gonna feel some kind of way. You're like, oh shit, he's actually dead? Oh fuck. I hate that fucking nigga. But, you know, hate and love are two strong emotions that are very close together. So, you have a whole hate group on me? Huh? Ooh. Ooh, it's getting a bit hot in here. Look at that. But still there.
Looking back at what my father made me do to my younger cousins when I was 8 years old,
You what?
I realized that I am a molester.
Your dad made you do to your younger cousins.
When
Your
I was
father.
8 years old, I realized that I am a molester. I would imagine that would have
What?
really deep and long-lasting negative effects on that person and their cousins even. They were 8 and they were being forced into
8
doing
years
something.
old, you know.
So don't feel guilty because, I mean, you're an 8-year-old. You really couldn't.
You don't know. You don't know. You're right. You're right, bro. Your father. You know, it's one of them things that it sounds so horrific. You don't want to be like, yo, that actually happened. You know what I mean? It's like some things in your life that don't really happen the way you remember it. You know? So, I mean, it could have been traumatizing, but realistically, it could have been like bathing his cousins. But then, you know, I don't know, you know, you have bad connotations because of the way your dad was like, no, go and bathe your cousin. And then you'll be like, oh shit. You know, now you think about it, like, I'm a molester. But, you know, sometimes it may not have happened that way. But, yo, if it did.
I got raped at a party my sophomore year of college.
Yo, chill. Don't chill. Yo, you just entered, my guy. I got raped. Yo.
I had never been in a relationship and was planning on saving myself for marriage.
Oh, damn.
No one deserves to be like robbed of so much, especially someone who's never been in a relationship.
Never been in a relationship too.
To experience like a violent kind of shattering of your own personal boundaries is probably like one of the most heartbreaking things that can happen.
Yeah, you feel powerless, bro.
The one thing that they can't take away from you is your own willingness of like giving yourself to another person and open your heart, because I think that's what truly matters.
Yo, he's right, man. He's right. Like, that's something that you hold dear to you, and for somebody to just take it away because they feel they are able to take it away, that's just not fair on you. It's not fair on you. It's just not fair in general, is it?
My boyfriend manipulated and forced me into having an abortion of our baby that I really wanted to keep. He called me crazy and broke up with me a few months later saying, "You're not getting over it fast enough. I'm paranoid that I can never have a child again."
That's not the one, is it? Like, if you go through, you know, this is my opinion on it. If you go through a sexual act and you're not protected, say you're not protected, you go in raw, you know, you're beaten raw. There's the risk, man. There's the risk. There are different possibilities. You don't know. You think your pull-out game be the strongest. It turns out it's weak. Like, that's how it is. And for you to then, you know, she wanted to have that child. You went, you know, it takes two to tango. I have seen a solo tango before, but like, we don't talk in this situation. It takes two to tango. You went through with it, bro. You wanted that raw. You wanted to go in raw. Results. And then you made her abort. Like, I feel like in a situation like that, I wouldn't make her abort. That's her own decision. You know? That's a decision I made. That's the outcome. Deal with it.
Being in a relationship with someone who's manipulative is a very real thing, and give it a shot with someone else that you really love. Don't discount the whole idea.
Yeah.
My stepmom is very rude to me and continuously breaks my heart. I have ADHD, and each time I mess up, she reminds me how my friends and I don't hang out often. It hurts because I used to look up to her. I hope I can leave the house when I become a teenager.
Damn, that's sad.
I think this makes me sad because this is obviously someone who's pretty young who wrote this. They're not even a teenager yet.
Yeah.
And to have someone who's in your home who's supposed to love you and care for you be the one that's actually antagonizing you, I think it's really, it really sucks. Their stepmom is human too.
Yeah.
what they say is not necessarily true, and they shouldn't carry this with them. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
best friend and I would spend almost every single day together. People would say our friendship was straight out of a movie. I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety, so one day I decided to tell him all about my worries. Because of this, he started to become distant. Once, when I was ranting a lot, he looked me in the eyes and said, "I wish you would kill yourself already."
As dank as that sounds, that's sort of my humor. But I would actually be joke. Like, I would hope they'll be able to take that as a joke. But this does not seem like he genuinely was like, yo, if you really that, just call it a day. Like, what? You became distant, and then you come back, and that's the thing you say. Rah. You need to know when. Like, some people are just so insensitive. Like, you know, I can be insensitive, but I don't mean it in a way that is like meant to hurt anyone. You know what I mean? I don't know how to. People are trash. People are trash, man. We should make some merch on that shit, man.
Yeah, that's scary. Like it's like one day there's someone, your friends, or someone like you trust the most, and then another day they just kind of like become like a whole different person. I think it takes
People
a while
change.
to rebuild that trust again with other people.
Yeah,
It's hard.
people change.
The last few women I've slept with have turned out to be racist. One of them started calling a stranger black slurs. Another night, a different woman shouted racist stereotypes at a stranger. As a black Latin woman, it hurts endlessly to know that people I shared my body with could be so hateful towards people that look like me.
Bruh. That's on another level. That's on another level. Think about it. In that sense, you think, did they use me just because they wanted that? You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're racist... You didn't hear that. If you're racist, then why go ahead and sleep with me, bro? Like, why do that? If you don't like my race, why are you doing that with me? You know what I mean?
I imagine it must be really startling and like a punch in the face of sorts. Racism
Definitely.
is one of the most vile or hateful ways to interact with someone.
Definitely.
Our relationships or our past aren't representative of who we are. Like, just because you have been with people who have turned out to be evil or bad does not mean that you are necessarily evil or bad.
Evil or bad,
Or
yeah.
even if you were racist in the past, or if you had done bad things, that doesn't define who you are now.
Now, yeah.
But it's really important to know and recognize who it is that you are, and how it is that you want to live your life.
Yeah, people change.
The other day, I took a few selfie pictures of myself and realized how ugly I am. It breaks my heart to acknowledge how much I hate my face.
Yikes.
That's really rough. That's the worst feeling.
bro.
There's a lot of pain in feeling inadequate in your appearance and just comparing yourself constantly to other people who you perceive as more attractive in society. There's unspoken standards of beauty which really impact how confident you are when you're interacting with people, and that's very unfortunate.
Yo, you take a picture, you look at that picture, and you're like, rah, I'm ugly. All I'm saying is everything's a mentality, you know? Everything's a mentality. Some people need a stronger mentality than others. Like, it's hard. It is hard, but at the end of the day, that's the biology. That's how, you know, that's the genes that those were the that's what happened, you know, if that makes sense. That's how you can't help that. You don't have control over that, you know what I'm saying? So for you to then feel beat up over it, it's like, it's unfair. All you can do is try your best to make positive of what you have, man. And you know, you need to be confident. You need to build confidence in yourself to then, you know, to then go out and be like, you know, this is how I look, this is how I am, this is who I am. Fuck you, you know what I mean? Man, it hurts that people have to go through that.
Once I wore my basic outfit, white t-shirt and jeans, to my mom's birthday party. One of her friends, who I've never met before, said to me that I am too fat and need to lose weight.
Oh,
The worst part was that my mom heard it but said nothing. I left the party immediately because I could not hold back my tears.
Your mom didn't even say anything. Like, I know my mom would defend the fuck out of my sister. Yeah, like, the fuck? You come into my home and you're insulting my children? Get the fuck out, man. Get the fuck out my house. But then we'll go to my sister and be like, yo, you do be kind of fat still. You know, is that you do, you know, I would always protect you and defend you, but like, she ain't 100% wrong, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that's harsh though. There was someone who, Dan Blazarian, he on Insta, he was just like, yo, you know, don't insult people for being ugly, because they can't help that. But there's nothing wrong with fat shaming, because though, you know, you can exercise, you can do things to prevent that, you know, you can stop that, you know, that's on you as a person, you know. So if somebody's saying, oh, now you're fat, oh, you're this, you're that, you know, you have the ability to change that. And I sort of understood that. I was like, yeah, I get you. If someone's ugly, you know, you can't be like, oh, change your face, like, you know, that's just pure disrespect. However, if you're fat and someone's like, oh, now you're fat, although you shouldn't really be saying that to people, but it's the fact that they shouldn't really be getting upset, because there's something that they can change. You can go and work out, you can try your best, you can do regimes, you can do different diets, you know, there's stuff. Obviously some of it is genes and you can't really help that, but you know, there's still things you can do, you know what I mean? You know, if someone's calling you fat but you're already working out, and then yeah, it's like, damn, that will hurt. It hurts either way, but sometimes it's that you need to get the reality needs to hit you a little bit. But damn, you know, people do that just to get to you. Don't let that happen. Don't let your feelings, you know, don't let them catch you, you know what I mean?
Like, you already have this part of yourself that it's like very vulnerable, and a complete stranger like points it out very rudely, and then your mother also doesn't come to your defense. Support you.
That's the big thing.
I didn't always think that the clothes I wanted to wear suited me, and there was like this moment I distinctly remember in middle school, it was like in math class, and I just I looked down and I was like, oh wow, like I don't feel great, and like I couldn't focus on anything else. Like I was in class, I was supposed to be learning, but that was all I could think of. I don't know, I really wonder what they did after when they left the party. I hope they're okay.
Hopefully.
First, like, take a walk, maybe cry. Crying feels better. You need that sometimes.
Never steal. Don't cry. Nah, if you need to cry, cry. But no, personally, I don't cry. I'm more anger management, you know, like play a few games, get frustration out like that, do some other things. But you know, not cry. Crying isn't my sort of release. Never. You know what I mean? Damn. Yeah, some things that are happening in the world are kind of mad if you think about it. You know, people are going through a lot, and sometimes when you're in your position where you are now, where we're in a pretty good, you know, position, even if you know, it could be worse for us. We don't really deep at like the actual things that are happening in the world and what people are actually having to deal with. So, you know, watching Jubilee videos just enlightens you, and you're like, wow, my life isn't as bad as I thought it was, or, you know, I'm in a better situation than I first perceived. Hella deep. This video I've been recording for 20 minutes, and I'm gonna have to try and get it down to 15:10. Oh hell no! See, I'm depressed a little bit over that, but that's my own struggle. Alright, well, you know how it is. If you like the video, leave a like or dislike, comment, and obviously subscribe. You know, subscribe, check out the Twitter, you know, check out the Twitch. Always streaming every day. I'm trying my best, apart from weekends, because, you know, we all need a bit of rest. That rhymed, like it. Yeah, so, yeah, you know how it is. It's been J2000HD here.